This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Republicans are good at several things, and you may be surprised to hear me speak well of Republicans and their ideologies, but they are good at a few things. One, absolutely denying reality. They are, without doubt, desperate to claim that their emperor is not naked but is wearing clothes. And it's not just your dyed-to-the-wool Republican voter. It's not just your politicians. It is also right-wing media that is attempting to get in on this action. I have two clips here. One is from Newsmax, where now you'll never believe it, or you will, but it's one of those things. They are in a concerted effort to deny Trump's actual age. I have two clips from just either yesterday or the day before, in which Kari Lake scolds the Newsmax anchor that Donald Trump is not an old man, gets angry about it, presses the issue when he tries to deflect and move on to a different topic. She doubles down and wants to get it on the record. He is not an old man. Bizarre. The second is Chris Sununu, who is backing Nikki Haley, but has announced ultimately he will vote for Donald Trump, even if he's a convicted felon. He also tries to make the point that Donald Trump is nearly 80 years old, and Fox host Harris Faulkner, she says, well, he's 77. Yeah, that's nearly 80 years old, dipshit. So we are witnessing what was expected, a complete denial of reality, but it's going even a step further where they're treating their vaunted dear leader as though he is something he is absolutely not, which is a young man. First, watch this Newsmax clip.
But this election is going to be huge for two reasons. One, Donald Trump's an old man just like Joe Biden, but also Trump, if elected, can only serve. He's 77 years old. He's an old man just like Joe Biden, who's 81 years old. If Trump is elected, he can only serve 4 years. So this pick is huge. If it's not you, who would you like to see Trump run with?
I thought we were going to talk about New Hampshire.
We're going to talk all about it, but I'm curious because if you're not on the short list, who do you like?
I think that's a derogatory way of referring to, President Trump. Saying he's an old man. He's one of the most energized.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. Just chronologically, Donald Trump, my dad's 81, I would say the same thing. I'm just saying that Donald Trump is an older man, and he is someone that can only serve 4 years. So his pick, more so than 8 years ago in 2016, is going to be crucially important. If it's not you, who would you like to see run with the former president?
Well, first of all, Donald Trump is not an old man. He is a very sharp man. His cognitive abilities are unlike anything I've ever seen. I talk to him all the time. He's incredible. And, it was one of our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin, was 81 years old when he helped to draft and write the United States Constitution. Age is just a number. It's what's going on up here. And there's a lot going on up here with President Trump. Unfortunately, with Joe Biden, there's not much going on up here. And so that's the problem. I think.
Obviously, she's in it for the VP spot, so she will suspend reality and hopes that the audience does as well. But this is just shameless, undignified behavior of any clear, rational person. Donald Trump is objectively an old man. He and Joe Biden both have exceeded the average life expectancy for a man in America. 80, 77 years old, to act as though he's not an old man. He's got it going on up here, which also is a departure from a realistic view of the situation on the ground. Second, we're going to look at a Fox News clip with Harris Faulkner, who is a tried and true cheerleader for Donald Trump. I have two clips. One's unrelated to the age. It just struck me as funny, and it's within the same interview. But first, let's get to the age issue, where she wants to correct Chris Sununu, again, a dipshit. She wants to correct him that when he says Donald Trump is nearly 80.
I think I'm a lot sharper than her. I would do this. I would sit down right now and take an aptitude test, and it would be my result against her result, and she's not going to win. She's not going to even come close to winning.
Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, this is the guy. This is the guy that was blaming Nikki Haley for January 6th and couldn't. If he's off the teleprompter, this is not Donald Trump of 2016, guys.
So,
if he's off the teleprompter, he can barely keep a cogent thought. I mean, that's just fact.
But you've seen him in person probably more times.
I've worked with him very closely. He's not the same guy. This is not Donald Trump.
He didn't
on
have a
his
prompter
fastball.
last night.
Yeah, look, this guy is nearly 80 years old. Thank you for your
77.
service. Yeah, that's nearly 80. We'll do math later, but look, he's.
Yeah, that's nearly 80. Who knew Chris Sununu would be good for a laugh this morning, huh? One, embarrassing for Fox News. Again, another L in the column for Fox News. Another L in the column for Harris Faulkner. But this next one, it really is emblematic of the entire game just being laid bare with Fox News, and especially Harris Faulkner, cheerleader McGee for Donald Trump. Here she is chastising Chris Sununu, saying no name calling. We're not going to name call here when he says something derogatory about Donald Trump.
Down to the
I want to see you debate Donald Trump.
I would pay to do that if that coward would get on the stage with anybody.
No name
Any
calling.
of us would love to. Please.
You don't do the name calling.
No, he's a coward.
I thought you were going to be better.
You cannot say you're in a presidential campaign, but be too afraid to get on the debate stage and defend him.
No name calling, that's just for Donald Trump. That's reserved exclusively for the dear leader. Only he can call names, and we laugh, and we have fun with it. Anybody else, though, we draw the line here. You cannot call Donald Trump a coward, even though he is objectively a coward, a physical coward, a draft-dodging coward, a moral coward, an ethical coward. But no name calling. Stop. I will draw the line here. I'm Harris Faulkner. You have to suppress the gag reflex, the puke reflex. Anyway, what do you think about this? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. Please consider supporting my work. Hit the join button below. Become a channel member. Hit the super thanks button. Go over to my Patreon page. I don't know why I'm pointing back here like it's back there. But it's patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. All those are great ways to help support. Make sure you're subscribed, share and like and comment on this video. Do all the things that trigger YouTube to recommend this content to new viewers. That would be fantastic. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.